Hey everyone, Rhodes Perry from Rhodes Perry Consulting. Good to see you. We are about to talk about imagining being the body of the person who made the decision that you're weighing right now. So there's a lot to that. So we're going to break it down. Number one, we as adults, we make a lot of decisions every day. Estimates show it's about 35,000 per day. That's just the average. If you are a business leader, if you're a people leader, if you're inside of an organization, I think that number probably doubles. Don't count me on that, but we make a lot of decisions. That's the point of my statement there. We make a lot of decisions, and I've offered a couple videos on how to get some clarity so that we have decisive leadership. When we're faced with a really important decision, we know how to align with what matters most to us, with our values, and to decide with integrity, right? And one of the ways that we can do that, beyond just thinking our ways through decision making, trying to do a pro and con list, is really using somatics, using the body, right? Which is the domain of everything. It's the domain of our thinking, it's the domain of our spirit, our actions, our behaviors, everything. Everything that is us comes from this amazing body that we have. So why not use its wisdom to help us when we have to make important decisions? So in the post that I shared on Substack, I have guidance for you to imagine being the body of the person who made the decision you're weighing. Meaning, for example, if you're deciding on whether or not to enroll in an MBA, right? There's a body that makes that decision where you have enrolled in this MBA program. And there's a body that has made this decision of someone who has chosen not to enroll in the program. And before you make the decision, you get to feel into both of those bodies, right? As it's in service of your greatest longings. What matters most to you? Why does that matter? And when making this decision, does this move you in the direction of your greatest longing, or does it move you further away from it? Right? So the way that you can do this, right, just on this simple exercise. So if you're deciding on whether or not to enroll in an MBA program, here you go. This might be really helpful for you, right? So imagine, right, like you have been accepted. You're in the process of enrolling to get that MBA. So what does it feel like in your body, full sensory level, right? Like what are you hearing, right? Like imagine you're on your first day and you're listening to kind of like the overview of the syllabus, right? You might be feeling excitement, maybe some nervousness because you're trying something new. You might be smelling like fresh textbooks, right? You might be noticing and seeing other students around you, right? You might be feeling the texture of holding a pen again and writing essays and doing the things that you used to do as a student. Um, you might be tasting, some water, trying to stay hydrated, right? Just imagine being that body of someone who said yes. And as you said yes to enrolling, also imagine the things that you're going to have to move out of your way in order to show up and do your best in this program. So that's one body. That's one body that made the decision to say, yes, this is in the service of my greatest longing. On the flip, right? What is it like to be in the body of someone who, say, you were accepted into the MBA program, and with further consideration about the commitment to your greatest longing, this is a body that said, you know what, this is not the right time, or no, I don't want to do this. This is not in service of who I want to be in the world, right? So in that body, right, when you say no to enrolling in this program, what does that allow you to have more of, right? So what does it feel like to maybe have more space and more time to pursue hobbies or to pursue self-study? Like to have extra time just to be and to feel and to experience this world around us. So that's what it means to imagine being in the body of the person who's made that decision, right? So I invite you, maybe hit pause, think about a question that you need, a question around a decision that you're making, and imagine the body of going down that path of saying yes to the decision or no, or maybe, right? And really kind of feel into those different scenarios. Let me know how that goes for you. If you're looking for some additional support, if you find somatics to be really helpful in both your leadership and maybe navigating life transitions, go ahead and reach out at rhodesperry.com. There's a contact on my homepage. get in touch. Let's talk about a program that could work for you to really support you during this time of navigating the uncertainty and having decisive leadership at a time that, wow, the world really needs that. So, thank you for watching this. Thank you for growing our belonging movement. And I look forward to seeing you soon.